it's very clear what this is. He's going, this guy has grown political in the last couple of years, is not a fan of Trump, hated Charlie Kirk. And that sounds like to an idiot. Well, not to an idiot. Sorry. I jumped the shark. It sounds, if I just said those words, you'd be like, leftist. Leftist, 100%. Easy. Layup. Right? And if you do half a second of research into the empirical facts that we found, right? The stuff on the casings, the political leanings, his alleged roommate / partner, it smells to high heaven. It smells so obvious. So, and when you dig anywhere past the surface at like this organization, and then trying to explain the idea where someone goes so far around the horseshoe that you can get gay and trans people back, and what, like, trying to explain to somebody what looks maxing is, and like trying to explain this brain rot, and like the disavowing of the Republican Party that this group has. They're like, in no uncertain terms, this is what it is. In no uncertain terms, this is what this is. They hate the fucking Republicans because they are bought and paid for by Israel. And which is fucking crazy, by the way. Not because they are committing a genocide, but because these people are like, this guy in specific is like deeply fucking anti-Semitic. And I've said this a bunch of times on here, where people are like pro-Palestine, not for Palestinian liberation, but because they think that like my family controls the media. And like, so they hate our government because of this fact. And so what's fucking vile about that is leftists hear clips of this guy going, this genocide's terrible. This is horrific. We cannot let this stand. If you're a good Christian, you'll denounce this genocide. And leftists go, this guy kind of makes sense. And then if all you have to do is look a little bit harder to find the actual clips, it's insane. And it makes all of those pieces, it becomes so fucking obvious what this is, right? It becomes so obvious what this is. But trying to explain something that like could not be clearer. All of these pieces could not be clearer to someone who is, first of all, completely media illiterate. Second of all, unwilling to hear this because of what a huge win this was for conservatives. What a massive win this was for conservatives. Unintentionally, because like all of this was put on leftists. Trying to explain this to someone with that sort of like that kind of armor up is impossible. It's impossible. And I feel like a fucking crazy person trying. So it's nuts. Yeah. How many accounts do you have, dude? How many accounts do you have? What is a Democrat, by the way? What do you think a Democrat is? Come back with your fourth account. This resolution, I guess that they're like, well, give Marco Rubio control of our passports. If anybody says anything bad about about Israel, I guess is getting walked back. But I heard that today. And I was like, okay, all right, okay, I think maybe this is not good. No way. How's this possible? Man, all of my friends are in here. I'm gonna take 2 seconds. I'm gonna need 2 seconds for some work. I'm out of breath.
Hi. I'm the cutest thing I've ever seen.
I needed this.
Look how sweet he is. Oh, you woke him up. God damn it, GT. I can't trust you to do anything. Oh, now he's going to go back to sleep. It's fine. So listen, we've got one little ding dong right here. And then we got a slightly bigger ding dong down here. And Q-tip, say hi. And then we've got same size Q-tip back here. Say hi. Oh.
Oh my God. How old are they?
This little guy is creeping up on 2 weeks. Hi. The tinier little baby's only a few days. This little demon's 3 weeks.
Oh my God, he's a little demon. Look at him. Why is he soaking wet?
He's learning how to eat wet food, so we've just been rolling in it.
By just rolling. That's oddly the same way that I eat food. So. Oh my God.
You putting on a show. Are you putting on a show? Oh my goodness.
Cute.
Man.
Look at his setup, though, by the way.
Isn't it nice? We've been working so hard. Say hi.
Oh, no. No, she doesn't care. Oh, my God.
Hi.
Who is that?
That's kindling.
Kinder was taken?
And then look, we got our bean babies over here. We got a brand new cage today. We graduated.
Shut up, dude.
Hi.
Oh my
And
God.
look, we got extra toe beans.
They're so cute. Little monster. Ugh. Cute. We needed this.
Needed a kitten break. Just wanted to show everybody our babies.
I appreciate you. How you doing?
Our babies doing good.
Good.
Chris left for work travel, so I'm solo parenting this week. So pray for me.
Solo parenting with 900,000 pets. Yeah. It's fine.
You know,
put them to work. Put them to work, dude.
That's harder. I would yeah.
Well, eventually.
Like, Mommy, let me help. I'm like, I'm solid. I'm going to just sit down.
There will be a tipping point, though, where it will become useful. Yeah. Just 10 or 15 more years, and it'll be great.
My middle one, who's my little doppelganger, is really close to being able to hold a bottle still enough to bottle feed. So we're like, should I use there?
Why not the oldest one?
He's just not into it.
Oh, he's a sociopath? That's great.
Come on. It's the...
He's not into feeding kittens?
It's the ADHD. He can't sit still enough to bottle feed. Now, big kitties in the back, Gin Pop, he's clutch. He'll play with Gin Pop kitties all day long. But bottle feeding, which is where I really need help, as you can see, is.
They're asking me to ask you about Baker.
Okay.
Look at this setup. It is elite.
Let's see if we can keep our service. Hi. That's Baker butt.
Why?
Hey, Baker's a little sideways.
Oh my God.
Damn, just a little sideways. Say hi.
He's so sweet.
Hi, everybody. Let me say hi. He is. He's the sweetest boy.
Cat. Oh my goodness. I swear to God, I can never visit. I'll never visit. I can't. I'll leave with 9 cats.
Hi. Oh my goodness, it's a good chin scratch. Yeah.
Gee
You
whiz.
tell them. You tell them what to
So
do.
sideways.
He's very sideways. And how sideways he is directly correlated to how excited he is. So when he gets like way too excited, his head goes like too far to the side and he just falls over.
Me too. It's the same as me. Oh, all right. That's the best. Thank you.
You are welcome. I feel like there was something else I need to tell you, but I forgot it, so it's fine.
It was Good Trouble Girlfriend's birthday this weekend.
Ooh, what'd you do?
She had 15 friends in town from all over the place. 15. I don't even know 15 people. I know. And they all came, and we
Except for the 1,400 probably sitting in your lab right now.
we got a house, and it was lovely. And then we went to a club. Hang on, sorry. Let me contextualize. A gay club. We went to a gay nightclub.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was.
I was like,
excellent. Ugh. Yeah, they just played Pitbull nonstop. No, it was, and it was also. I don't know what this was, but it was Shrek night. And so there was zero context, just people dressed up from the movie Shrek. And then also all of the music was from the movie Shrek also.
So this is your second bar to walk in where a full-blown theme is playing itself out and you're just...
This was seemingly, I think they just run out of stuff to do. So they're just like, Shrek? and then they're like, yeah. And it was so fun. There was one woman dressed up as Shrek, belly, green face paint. Saturday night.
That does seem significantly more random than Star Wars.
And she was going hard. She was like, I cannot describe to you the level of dancing that this woman was doing in full costume. And she was also 5'2". And she was just like,
were there?
Oh, it was amazing. Plenty. Yes, also full gown. Head to toe. Full gown. Floor length gown.
And you were just there in your mesh
knit
t-shirt.
shirt, which you saw. Yes, exactly right. My one slutty shirt that I have. Yep.
I think a man should own more than one slutty shirt.
I own more than one slutty shirt, but it's my favorite slutty shirt.
Okay, well, we're going to need to see the other one soon.
We'll make a bet.
Of course we will.
Thank you, Carly.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye, nerds.
Bye.
Bye.
Lovely. That was lovely. Mesh? Yeah, it was. I have like it's not mesh necessarily. Knit. I would say it's knit. Anyway, what were we talking about? The state of our union and a collective mental health. I haven't talked about Trey Reed yet, and I don't know enough about it to talk about it yet. But it feels it feels fucking weird. It feels fucking super weird. So that's all I'll have to say about that for now. I also think there was a precipitous rise in this happening immediately following George Floyd verdict, by the way. And they're not subtle about this, dude. And it's fucking crazy and fucking horrific if that's what it was. And I have no other information to say about that because I don't know enough. So yeah. Should we be worried? Yeah, dude. Look, I hadn't been on for at this time for a while, and I think we're still gonna probably end pretty soon, just because I gotta go eat, and are you done apologizing to the right? Anyway, fuck, what was I saying? I I I hesitate to come on right now just because I don't want to be a bummer. I don't want to add to everybody's sort of like thickening sense of existential dread right now by adding my own. And I would like to be a fucking beacon of strength and truth. And but it's like I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this is like a good time or find like a couple of like there's silver linings, but oh boy, are they few and far between. And yeah. I also think, for what it's worth, I think the discourse around well-meaning white people is something that I never stop thinking about and do a lot of like introspection about, whether or not it's directed towards me. And I have to say that there's a lot of valid frustration, especially with how some of us are handling criticism. And woof, dude. You know, I think that like that's I think I have opinions about where to spend our precious energy, but I also think that like I'm not gonna tell anybody to not have feelings about certain things. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. I say that because somebody was like, debate a Trump or we need it. And I think that like a lot of that introspection is like whether or not we continue to have these conversations and continue to like put these fascist fucking racist, like why are we debating whether or not people should have rights and whether I'm the fucking person to be doing that. And I don't know. I think you've heard my positions for and against, but yeah, I don't know how that shakes out yet. Want to eat? Good nap. Yeah. So everybody wishes you a happy birthday. Everybody says happy birthday. The lag and looping. Anyway. 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 Boy, great. For those of you who think that this is beyond the pale, anything that I've said, which I I would struggle to agree with you in terms of like things people have been canceled for. But I wouldn't begrudge you of feeling any kind of way. Those are, if they're, and anybody in between those three things, that's what I'll fucking, that's how I feel about that right now. But I'm going to press on. That's how I feel. I think canceled is, I think canceled is a pretty strong overstatement. Terry, yeah, I think that's, but it's also like, it's not a good look for me to come up here and be like, oh, you're lying. I think that there's some valid criticism aimed towards people that are doing what I'm doing. And I think that those things should be addressed. So, despite there being any number of avenues in that conversation. So, is Good Trouble MAGA now? No, I feel pretty strong. Nope. Nah. No. There are some lies. There are some people who straight up lie, which is nuts. There's some people that come on the internet and just fully fucking lie with their whole chest. And that's crazy. I mean, we know that to be true. We know that to be true for a lot of like MAGA Republicans. But there are also some people who just fully fucking make shit up. And it's the internet. So what are you going to do? Why are people mad at you? Great question. I think that's it. I think that's, if you can't figure it out, then don't worry about it. Yeah. That honestly, this is one of the things that's bothering me the most. I mean, like the existential dread about our like failing project of America. That's a bummer. But I don't like disappointing our side the most. And even if it's unjustified, I still feel that in my heart. And it's a tough feeling, and I just don't want anybody to be mad at me. I don't give a shit of like if dumb idiots are mad at me. To be clear. But I also don't want people to like get the wrong opinion. Especially people fucking lying. And it's, what are you gonna do? I also know the value in shutting the fuck up when it comes to this stuff. I think that that's how I feel sometimes. Thanks, Laurie. I just asked the person who called me a traitor to come up real quick and explain it. The amount of people like dragging me in comments, by the way, who are still following me is always perplexing. I had a feeling about this guy. Since 2021, I've always had a feeling. All right. Sure, man. Cool. I guess. That sucks. I don't know. Then just smash that block button, dude. It's okay. I'll fucking I'll miss you. Ashley, I have, dude. Seems like you've toned it down lately. What do you mean? I just called the vice president a liar. Why are you spamming that, Robert? I'm addressing it. Why are you just spamming that fucking say something else now? Are you saying that what the fuck are you talking about? Say it again. Say it one more time. Say it one more time, dude. Anyway. I think we're going to go eat. Thanks. Like, oh, fucking shit. Sorry, I'm just phone. Great. I think we're gonna go eat some food. I'll likely come. I'll come back and hang out for a minute, just so that I can talk to Trump 2028. Trump 2028. Just make sure you like and subscribe again. Like and subscribe. Trump 2028. Renew your subscription for a year, and then you can come talk to me. We'll be sub only when we come back. Okay. See you in a minute. Subs have changed. Did subs change? Did everybody? We're at 1,500 subs, by the way, which is fucking incredible. I'd like to run it up. I might run it up. Oh, you're fans now? Hell yeah. You need to name the super fans nerds. Wait, hold on. Did it change already? Upgrade into new benefits. View super fan. Ew. Set up now. Oh. Set up now. I gotta do all these stickers again? Holy shit. I'm gonna fucking... Oh, God. Okay. Weird. No nerds. All right, I'll change it. I'll change it back. Let's go eat. And then I'll see you in a minute. Somebody said give us a pumpernickel sticker. Can someone figure out the dimensions for a pumpernickel sticker and then also make one and then also put it in the GT fan art and then also alert me to that, and then I will also give it to you. Jonna made one. April did that. Whatever else you want to have stickers in tonight, here are the dimensions. Put them in there, and I will populate them when we come back. No Good Trouble Feet sticker. Maybe a Trash Panda sticker. Maybe a better push-up contest. All right. See you in a minute. Love you. Bye. Turn this on. Why is this asking me to turn this on? I don't want to. I'm a MAGA conservative, and I bet you I could cook you in a debate. LOL.
Oh, I'll be right back. I gotta go talk to Good Trouble. Is this Good Trouble? I'll be right back. I gotta go talk to Good Trouble. Is this Good Trouble? I'll be right back. I gotta go talk to Good Trouble. Is this Good Trouble? I'll be right back. I gotta go talk to Good Trouble.
That was awful. That's the worst loop to get stuck in. It's just hearing that dude over and over again ask himself an idiot question. Mega, not MAGA. Slow down, my guy. Oh, sorry. I'm a mega supporter and I could cook you in a debate. Okay. I'm still intrigued if you want to come back. Just request. Or don't. Either way. Either way, man.
You ready for this debate, bro? I'm about to cook.
You know what? Yes, just drop me in the boiling water at this point.
You're not ready for this, brother.
Just make sure that my shell is a bright red when you take me out. Make sure it's on.
I hope you're ready, man. You're going to lose your profile over this, brother. It's going to be embarrassing for you. I don't want
Take
this.
it. You know what? Honestly, take it. At this point, that's fine. I'll go be a barista somewhere.
Listen, at this point, Bibi Netanyahu's going to have our profiles at some point anyway. We might as well just keep them up.
Fuck, dude. The last 48 hours have been, I feel like there have been points where I'm like, this is a simulation for sure. It's broken. And then that's been the last 48 hours. Every minute, every waking minute, I'm like, none of this makes any fucking sense. None of it, dude.
That's the thing, man. It doesn't make sense. And you know me, I'm not even on the political side of things, but I have to be now because all I want is for people to be able to afford housing. That's all I want. All I want. But yet everything we're doing is going every other direction than that.
What is very convenient, in addition to all of the dominoes falling for these fucking crooks, is the fact that nobody is talking about that. Nobody is talking about how continuously stagnant or ruinous this current economy is, in addition to like everything else. But like housing remains unaffordable. Groceries remain in a skyward ascent. I don't know. No, everyone is too fucking focused on this shit, and no one is talking about how bad they're doing. Again, we were starting to talk about that. Isn't that a fucking mystery?
Dude, a starter home, according to the National Association of Realtors, and you have to make $108,000 to be able to afford. It's $363,000. 10 years ago, it was $186,000.
$363,000. Where? Tennessee?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's going to be in West Virginia, Alabama, Arkansas, or West Virginia. But
yeah,
you got home insurance, car insurance, everything is up. And you have the unemployment rate right now amongst 24 to 27-year-olds with a degree is over 10%. Underemployment's 49.7%. People that are having to work a job that they frankly could be well qualified to make more doing something with their degree. 67% underemployment for those with a criminal justice degree. People trying to do something. You have a median household income that's, I think it's $80,000. Meanwhile, the median home in America, if you were to qualify for it, you have to make 126. None of the numbers make sense, and we're sending all of the money overseas to do other things because we don't need to focus on our domestic problems.
But in addition to that, like okay. I one of the things I loathe most about our current politics is the fact that it makes all of us flat earthers. It makes us all spread out the tea leaves and try and figure this out. But like when you put it all out there like that, and that's just one sort of branch on this rotten fucking tree. When you put it all out there like that, it almost seems a little deliberate. It almost seems like putting ways to accumulate wealth for the lower middle class out of reach enables maybe richer people and corporations to hoard up these assets. Maybe functionally like stalling the economy enables more of that procurement for a certain ruling class to continue.
Yeah, purchasing $2 trillion worth of bonds and residential mortgage-backed securities after '08 had nothing to do with our free market being tampered with. Citizens United in 2010 had nothing to do with our political abilities being tampered with. COVID sending everyone home and allowing prices to inflate by 57% in 5 years had nothing to do with our economy being tampered with. No, dude, you're being a tinfoil hatter. Stop.
You look at proven ways in which you can kickstart an economy, where you can lower housing, where you can take a chunk out of the inflation, and you look at all of those proven sort of time-honored ways of doing those, and then you look at them doing the opposite of those things, and you go, "Hey, what aren't you supposed to?" Oh, and then, but we're. But what's fucked is you point this out. You point this out to the people that it's affecting. It's affecting the people who voted for, and they're like, "Nah, dude, he's doing a great job." And it makes you want to fucking put your
man. And that's why I started my Trump tracker. When he laid out Agenda 47 in May of last year with his 20 promises. Promise number 4 was to make the American dream affordable again. If you go into Agenda 47, page number 4, promise number 4, page number 20, subsection 1, it talks about 5 promises for housing affordability. He's done none of them. There's no bill for affordable housing to be built. There's no bill to lower any form of regulatory costs to make more homes affordable for builders to be able to build. There's nothing that's changed in the first-time homebuyer benefits world for taxes, incentives, anything to get them in on the game. It's always been about wealth accumulation through the speculation of real estate, the speculation of shelter, and they're keeping neighbors arguing with each other so they can keep buying neighborhoods.
Yeah.
I just want to sell homes, bro. I didn't want to start doing politics like you, brother. This is your space. I just want to sell houses.
Not really. I'm just a fucking cyclist, man. I don't. You think that I wanted to do this? I don't know how I got roped into this, but here's the thing. Again, I just keep coming with this fucking Sisyphusian thought terminating thing that I always come back to. It's just I feel like. In the olden days, you would at least be able to present information to people, and they'd be like, "Huh, makes you think," as opposed to a sort of knee-jerk, vomit-inducing denial of at the offset of an idea that counters their fucking reality. So it's kind of this you present it here's objective truth, and they're just like, "Nope." And so what do we do? People keep asking me wow, give us the good news. And I'm like, information used to be the fucking antidote to this. You just learn things and then you didn't think incorrectly anymore. But that's gone now, seemingly. And it's fucking nuts.
Well, that's the housing side of things too, because I get asked all the time, okay, you were only talking about housing for about 5 years. And now all of a sudden you're talking about this weird country out in the Middle East and their leader. Why are you doing that? Well, because, the farther you go down the rabbit hole of why the billionaires are moving you farther from being able to accumulate an asset, the farther you get closer to, oh, this is a corrupt system. Oh, this is running exactly how it's supposed to. The Federal Reserve creating the fractional reserve system and the usury model, it's all purposeful.
This is a feature.
Yeah. It's a feature of a system. And I've seen a couple comments. This guy's more worried about his commission and everything. I've made plenty of money. I am now fully about advocacy of the next generation being able to obtain shelter in the country, in the land of opportunity, in the richest country in the world. I feel there shouldn't have to be advocates for people not to be homeless. Advocation for a generation that's well educated and hardworking and willing to put in the work to get what they need to not have anything at the other end of the rainbow. I think that's sick. And I think that there's so much division out there. You can talk about the Kirks and the Israels all you want. And I fully, we're on the same page there. But it's infuriating people that keep putting a carrot on a stick. Oh, it's going to get better. Oh, just work harder. Oh, it's a cycle. No, it's not.
Yeah. Oh, God. That's a whole other thing. The insistence that it's actually your fault that the system isn't working for you for stacking all of the fucking bricks on the other end of the seesaw and then telling you that you don't weigh enough is to pull it down. It's crazy and it is infuriating. Also, and that goes for any number of our like positions that we find ourselves in socially. But like housing.
Can I ask you a really important question though, real quick? That
Hit me.
I've always wanted to ask you.
Hit me.
What? Why is there a bike on your wall?
It's more of a ceremonial retirement. It's the memorial to my past self.
I've always appreciated the Monstera, but I just didn't know why the bike.
That's fake, by the way. Our cats
It's a
eat
fake
every plant.
Monstera.
Yeah, it sure is. There's not a single plant in here that's real. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. I used to race bikes professionally, and now this whole track with what we're talking about. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment, rented, and my office is in our living room, as my girlfriend has a real job and she gets the 2nd bedroom for the office, and the only place for this is on the wall above our couch.
On the wall.
Yeah, so that's why that's there. It's also, I've always loved an aesthetic bike placement, so that's why that's there.
Well, I hope I unlock some good trouble lore for everybody, but I'll let you get back to debating people that have
Zach.
no base on what they're speaking on.
It's been a refreshing change of pace having you here, as always. Appreciate you. All right, bye. Let's get an equally informed. Oops, I did the wrong thing.
No. Sorry.
You could stay for a second. I just want this guy to get his thoughts in. We'll get two sides, equally informed sides. Here we go.
Gas prices are down. Grocery prices are down. Egg prices are down. We're winning, baby. Bro, I owed you last time. I showed you gas prices are down, you stupid fuck. $2.60 a gallon I'm paying, bro. $2.50 a gallon. We're fucking winning, baby. Let's go, baby. Yeah. Woohoo!
Yeah,
Bro,
exactly.
I owned you, bro. I own you.
I hope
bro,
Zach's still in here.
I can drive 10 minutes and show you I'm paying $2.60 a gallon. $2 for eggs. Bro.
I hope Zach's still in here.
Trump.
To this.
I got more money in my pocket because of Trump. We're fucking winning, baby. We're fucking winning. Now, who's with me? Everybody say Trump 2024 in the comments.
That's last year.
Trump 2025. I'm sorry about that. My bad.
You want to have an election this year?
Bro, lose the glasses, Four Eyes. Lose the glasses, Four Eyes.
Oh my god! When is the next election, dude? Read your own profile name.
You look like a fucking little twig
Read your own
on a tree.
profile name,
You
dude.
nerd. You look like a nerd.
Holy shit! That's the dumbest thing ever. 25, I mean.
Bro, look at this nerd. He's shaped like a fucking twig on a fucking tree. I mean, son of a
On a
bitch.
Twig,
Better than
twig
being
is
a
off the
sandwich.
I bet I shoulder press more than you. I shoulder press 260, 270, 300 pounds. That's that church strength right there, boy.
We have a different name for it where we come from.
Bro, I'm 240. How much do you weigh? You're probably what, 120 pounds?
Yeah, 115.
You're weak. Exactly. You're fucking weak. That's why you voted for Harris. Because you're a weak beta cuck boy. But like I said, man,
okay?
we're
I feel like I
winning.
can hear the
Gas-
burger that you ate for the last 4 fucking meals.
Well, gas is
I feel
down.
like the crackling in your breathing.
Gas
makes
is
me-
down. Grocery
makes me
prices are
concerned for
down.
you.
Egg prices are down. I got more money in my pocket.
All right. It's crazy. It's a really good juxtaposition between the two sides. I really think that's a. You couldn't ask for a better illustration of like who is kind of keyed into what they're talking about, and then somebody who also thinks that they are keyed in to what they're talking about. And there is no better illustration than Zach and then that fucking guy. It's nuts. It's crazy.
I don't see the excitement. I live in a red state. I mean, I live in Oklahoma. It's like the reddest as it gets. I don't see anybody getting any happier, for who voting for Donald Trump. I actually look more frustrated that they just want to throw up their hands and forget about everything.
it is this sort of like, that's the thing that's really that I don't know how long you were listening, but like with Zach, I say it seemingly at one point or another every day, which is like the commitment to the bit outweighs the reality of anyone's situation. Not everyone's. I think there are some Republicans who like look around and go, he fucking lied, and are so sort of like, but like people like that who like are neck deep in Kool-Aid, that's nuts to just like look around, see nothing has materially improved, and then convince himself and try and convince other people that it's true. And fuck, man.
You know, I remember one time I sold this this trailer to a guy, and he gave me a lot for it. You know, I feel bad for getting that much money for it, and like it was taking me forever to do it, and he's going to give me the next half, and he did. And because I told him like, yeah, man, I'm sorry it's taking longer, but this is going to happen, man. I'm going to do this, and this. And he's like, yeah. You know, to me, I'm like, why did he pay me again for it? You know, for the rest of it when I ain't even done it yet. I must have sold it pretty good to him. It's almost like you give them such a good idea what you're going to do, and they pay you so much, and then when the second time you sell it to them again, that they put so much into it, they're willing to go all in now because they don't want to, you know. It's like a casino. That's what I feel like this election is. You know,
That's an interesting way to look at it, actually. Yeah,
right.
Like convincing themselves because it's like kind of sunk cost fallacy. You've already paid into it. You might as well stick with it, kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah,
That's why I feel like this election.
Did we all arrive there at the same time? You fucking nerds! Oh my god. Anyway, appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming up.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Go to bed.
You go to bed.
No, give it up, dude. Your party, the Democratic Party, is done. You will never ever win another election. You know that,
Yeah.
right? Just admit it. Adam Cray, Zeus, all these creators.
Who is Zeus?
And you know who Zeus is.
The god of thunder?
Done. You guys.
The god of gods?
Adam
Wait, hang on.
Cray.
Zeus is making content now?
You know who I'm talking about,
I
right?
genuinely don't. I think you're not the Greek god of gods, no?
You know who I'm talking about. Dude.
I don't. I genuinely, Bronco, I'm going to say this honestly. I think that you are more
Content creators are done.
the deal is we'll always have something to
Just
run on
like
as long as you guys continue to
Charlie
fucking
Kirk.
vote for this shit.
All you have is we hate Trump. That's all you guys are running on. You
Well, just don't slur, and then you'll be fine. Are you threatening me, Bronco? Be honest.
Chris Valente.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are going to. Oh man, I don't want to say it, but hair.
Who are some of your favorite MAGA creators?
You know who they are.
I don't. You keep mentioning all of us. You seem to like us a lot,
Billy and
but I'm just.
SK have the balls to go and go to their lives because you have nothing.
Bronco, can you just start like threatening violence or something so you can leave?
I'm not
This is boring.
violent.
I know.
And your wife's in bed living room sitting on my couch.
She does say
with
that.
my fucking
She does say that.
bike in my back.
Bronco accidentally acknowledging that I have a loving girlfriend who wants to. Guys, call your dad, okay? Make sure that you call your dad because you know they're lonely. They're
Hey, am I here and not echoing this time?
seems good.
Heck yeah. Sorry about that. That was technical difficulties. I was having a conversation with but I feel like I follow the same because I think I got into this Charlie Kirk or something. Jesus Christ. I don't even want to. Can we not say his name? Because if we talk about it, I'll puke. Please. Let's just not talk about it, okay? So anyway, let me continue. I still consider myself conservative because I'm a very Parks and Rec out loud. Like that's what I should have watched tonight. Was not New Girl or Breaking Bad. We should have watched Parks and Rec because that is the life that we're living.
Okay, couple questions.
Sure. The term conservative is tied with what is and what will always make sense. And then progressivism or leftism is always going to have to be something that we consider as a society because so in perpetuity those founding fathers were not correct about everything. That's why they're called amendments. We need to amend some shit. So that's why I consider myself conservative, but I just actually this is kind of scary because if you are recording this, potentially
I was just lying.
Oh yeah, no, good. I actually kind of hope you are. I sent you a Galaxy. That was 15 employer, which is maybe their uncle or their a neighbor or whoever, from just giving them $20 to watch their kid. I think that works. I want to conserve that. That's why I consider myself a conservative. But I'm a unicorn because, man, when I get to walk into a space and say, hey, I'm a conservative, but then I rally all my progressive ideas on them, I get to be kind of like a unicorn because when I tell you I'm a conservative, but I have voted wildly progressive since I developed critical thinking when I was quite literally 19 years old taking my first liberal studies school or class in college. And I was like, oh shit, the echo chamber I was in for my entire life was incorrect. And that sucks a lot. But man, did college throw me up?
I think you're just.
I have to embrace it because I'm like, if I don't, I'm not gonna survive in this society.
You heard. You've certainly shaken me awake.
Good, dude, good. That's good trouble. I'm bad trouble, my guy. Like, I am going to come in.
Appreciate you, David. Thank you. All right. Thank you, man. Thanks for coming up. I appreciate that. Seems nice. Yeah, I don't. I think I think we all do ourselves a disservice by glomming onto these things, these notions of who we are by virtue of who we vote for. I think that there are a lot of things that I don't identify a lot with the Democratic Party that I would say that I align with, other than it's sort of like flaccid attempt at maintaining the bare minimum of progressive ideologies. And even then, they do a fucking shitty job at that. The worst job, actually, to everyone's detriment. So, yeah, I think that a lot of us are disillusioned. It doesn't mean that I wouldn't vote for them to stave off the alternative, which I think is a fucking issue. But like, when someone asks me what I am, I don't know how to label it, and I also don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And when people are like, you're not this, you're that, I'm like, to you. To you, man. That's cool. That's cool. We have two parties. You can be all the way over here by the door in our Democratic Party. That's fine. You can do that. Just fucking pull the lever, would you? Do us a favor and just pull the fucking lever. And avoid this fucking nonsense, this mayhem that we are currently embroiled in. But the same thing, like I think that conservatives do themselves a disservice too, especially like we know this, we talk about this fucking constantly, which is this like sort of the tribalism that goes into their party right now, more than ever. And the people that have no vested interest in their policies, couldn't name one of them, who get up, who name their entire internet presence after the president of the United States. That's a new thing. And the sort of like sense of belonging that people get out of this. And even David, who had got up here and was like, I'm the most conservative guy in the room. I'm a conservative. And then began to list all of the progressive policies that he liked. I think that people have a really hard time ultimately eschewing the fucking tribalism, the box that you put yourself in, that others put you in. And that's for a myriad of reasons. But I think we all do ourselves a disservice by doing that. I maintain that MAGA could have been fucking bowling. I think that most people are just looking for something to belong to. And it's so fucking clear, because a lot of those people desperate to belong to something are convinced to vote against their own self-interests at every turn. And it's nuts. And they would rather do that and belong than confront this sense of not belonging to this thing anymore. I know that's reductionist. I know that a lot of people are voting because they're assholes, or voting because they hate people, or voting because they're solely focused on themselves. I know it's reductionist to say that people are just voting, but it's by the same virtue of it being reductionist to say that I only vote because I don't like Donald Trump. I don't know. But I don't understand. I mean, the thing that I've been watching mostly in the last couple of days is, and I want you to hear this with the intent that I say it. They are doing a really good job, a terrifyingly good job at at the speed and precision with which they have turned hateful, like just turn the idea of like hateful rhetoric into like is simply an opinion. And it's been this talking point forever. It's just my opinion. And my opinion ultimately is that I think you have your brain power is less than mine because of your skin color. It's just my opinion. But it's just an opinion, right? And he was murdered for his opinions. And it's just like, hey man, nah, dude, that's not an opinion. That's not what that is. And without a second of critical thinking, they will regurgitate that line of reasoning. But that's besides the point. That's besides the point. That is besides the point. They have flipped this fucking thing. That we have every indication that it was not some radicalized pro-trans, blue-haired, Prius-driving lunatic, but it was actually somebody radicalized by like the deepest, farthest right. And not only do they know that, not only do we know that, they know that. And yet the message from your president is that leftists did this. The message from the media, which I was talking about this earlier, if you read between the lines, you read the fucking headlines and they go, this guy became more political in recent years. He was not a fan of Donald Trump. He hated Charlie Kirk. He was dating potentially his dating habits are interesting. Let's just say that. When you say that out loud, you're like, he's a leftist. But when you do an ounce of research, when you do when you dip your toe into the psychotic reality of far-right online meme culture, you're going to find that they fucking hated Charlie Kirk and Donald Trump because of the virulent Nazism within this group. It wasn't because he was a leftist that he hated Charlie Kirk. It was because Charlie Kirk wasn't far enough right for these people. That was within 2 minutes. You find I don't know if it's just me, but every once in a while I'll get some fucking psychotic video that comes up. And if you click on who posted it and you click on who's following, you will get a who's who of like Nazis. You get a who's who of Nazis, and you click on one and all their videos are like crazy, like German music. You click on another one and it's all that. It's all fucking videos like that. It's all of it. I can show it to you right now. Big Red's in here saying wrong. You want to test me? Brother, I have all of this saved. It's not my first time, by the way. Not my first time. The reality is what I'm saying to you is true. It's fine. And again, this is shocking. And like, it's hard for you to hear. But like, I don't know what to tell hearsay. I just want to get the fucking story straight here. If I show you some stuff, I don't know exactly what I'm saying that is hearsay, but like, hopefully my iCloud has Also, I have a couple more things to ask you.
You know, Jews be Jewing, niggas be niggaing.
Damn. That was a hard one to start with. Rip.
It's totally immoral. The only way to get out of it is the Republicans are just as bad as the Democrats. They always have been. Who brought us to Iraq? The Republicans. Who made the economy the way it is? Republicans. Well, where did NAFTA come from? Yeah, Bill Clinton signed it, but it came from the Republicans. It's like, so, people like to say, oh, but the Dems, but the left, but this, that, and the other. The Republicans are the same. They are virtually the same. The platform is effectively indistinguishable. They have the same donors. They go to the same parties. They're the same.
I don't know. I mean, I can fucking play you. I can play you a trillion clips like that. So, like, I don't know. If you want to put your fingers further in your ears, that's fine. But the reality is, there are a lot of people that follow that guy, even more now. And the subculture that follows him, right, is something that is like really difficult to explain, really like way outside the norm of our lived reality. And I don't think a lot of people, Republicans and Democrats, are mentally equipped to understand subcultures like that, especially fucking boomers in the comments telling me that I'm wrong. So, I don't know. The existence of his roommate actually solidifies this fucking argument. There's also a video. Hold on. I want to see if I can find this without getting a fucking community guidelines violation. Here you go. Ready? Listen to this.
Try not to singing and shit. Try not to dox our location too much.
Yeah, yep.
He's cute. Oh, yeah. Everyone always talks
I'm going to replay that for you.
Yeah, yep.
He's cute. Oh, yeah. Everyone always talks about who's taller.
That's Nick Fuentes saying, he's cute, ooh woo. On a date with the femboy, cat boy. You fucking whatever. Like we're fucked anyway. So you being convinced of this is unlikely. But the reality is, this is true. This shit happens, and there's infinite evidence of Charlie Kirk calling Trump and fucking Charlie Kirk, Nick Fuentes calling Charlie Kirk and Donald Trump a fascist a bunch of fucking times. So, like, that's, I don't know. Radicalized by who? Bernie Sanders? Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez telling everybody to pick up arms and fight against our oppressors? Be for real, dude. Like, the way that they're telling you the same information, the way